I hate group scheduling apps.
Welcome to Grumble Goat. My name is Matt Labodka, and this is a show about all the small things that drive me insane. Let's grumble.
When are you free? Oh, we'll just get something in the calendar. When are you free? I don't know. I keep a pretty busy lifestyle. Oh, no problem. You can just program your schedule into the app and we'll figure out from there. Oh, I'll just go into the app and just click on every hour that I'm free. What are you talking about? When am I free? I'm never free. I don't have a schedule that is like, this is when I'm open. My schedule fluctuates day by day, and I'm guessing most of yours do too. I think most working adults have a 9 to 5. You know, that's what the song says. That's what the cliche is, 9 to 5. Do you have a 9 to 5 job? Are you free every hour except for Monday through Friday, 9 to 5? No. No, you're not. Of course you're not. Even if you work in an office, you don't know if you're going to be there 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to 7, and then you have PTA meetings. And when are you free? How can you possibly know when you're going to be free next month? And that's if you have a 9 to 5. I don't have a 9 to 5. My schedule fluctuates week by week. I work gig work. So when an offer comes in, I take it. So I might have some gigs booked a month in advance, but some gigs might come in 2 days before. You want me to, I can fill in, I can log in all the hours I'm free a month in advance, but that's going to change day to day. What you're asking me to do, you're asking me to click on all the hours that I don't have something scheduled. That is stressful. If I don't have something scheduled for 2 hours and now I feel, oh, this is when I'm free. Now I'm potentially giving away every single free slot. That's me time. Sometimes I need a 2-hour gap between things just to mosey, just to collect my thoughts, just to, let all of that settle into my long-term memory before I go on to the next thing. Maybe I need a lunch. When I'm free doesn't take into account when I'm just feeling tired. Oh, all right, well, let's do it this. Everybody's available this. And it's like, oh, but my schedule has changed since then, and I didn't go back to your app for our recreational get-together and re-enter my availability every time my availability changes. And you know what? I can't give you a month in advance. I'm a living, breathing person. Maybe I'm hungry. Maybe I'm just not feeling 100%. And maybe what I can't tell you a month in advance is maybe I just don't feel like it. And that's why I hate group scheduling apps. And that's the grumble.
Grumble, 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 grumble.
What?
Grumble, 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 grumble. What's got your goat?
For the latter half of the show, we'll bring in my better half, Veronique, for an unpretentious look and a segment we call
What's got your goat? Hey.
Hello, Veronique. How are you today?
I'm good.
Great.
How are you?
You're looking very comfortable in your skin today.
Thank you. I'm trying a new look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A whole new attitude.
A whole new attitude.
Not just a look.
A whole new look. A whole new persona.
Hey.
I'm cool.
I'm cool.
I'm actually cooler.
Actually, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, this radiates coolness.
I'm so cool.
Yeah. It seems like you look uncomfortable trying to be cool.
Maybe because it's not me. Maybe I'm just not cool. I think you're cool when you don't want to be cool. I think that's the whole thing of being cool.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
The worst part is when you're like in a group and you realize like, oh, they think I'm cool. Then all of a sudden you're self-aware of it.
Yeah.
And you have to maintain it. And then it starts to fall apart.
And then you're not cool anymore.
Like you just met this group and whatever your introduction was like, oh, they think I'm cool? Oh, okay. What do I do to keep that cool? And no, then it falls apart. And then they're like, oh, he's just a goofball.
You can't do it.
Oh, he's a goofball.
He's just a goofball.
He's a goofball.
He's a goofball that's kind of cool.
And that's what they put on my tombstone.
Kind of cool. What a good one.
Yuck.
Oh, Goofy.
Veronique, you're gone right now.
I'm not even here.
You're not even here
I'm
right
invisible.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not seeing me.
Well, no, I meant because when this airs, you will be gone.
I will be gone.
You will be out
else.
of town.
Yeah, I'll be out of New York.
Yeah, so you're not available right now.
I'm actually not available.
No, so we actually had to record this ahead of time.
We did.
To work around your schedule.
We do.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. So this week is blocked off in the schedule for you.
Yeah.
Are you having fun out there?
I'm having so much fun.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. I am waking up early.
Oh.
And I'm finishing late.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just going to say that that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Are you getting enough rest time?
I
Are you
hope
doing
so.
any sightseeing while you're there?
I don't know where I am.
Oh.
So I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing.
So when you sign an NDA and you're not allowed to say where you're going, does that mean you're not allowed to say you know where you're going?
But I'm not sure where I am. I'm in space and I'm in time.
Having a very Katy Perry Blue Origin moment right here.
Yeah.
I'm in space and time.
Yeah.
Don't know exactly where I am.
I'm getting out of a time capsule. Yeah.
Right. Time capsule?
Sure, that's what it looks like.
Was it a space capsule or a time capsule?
It looks like a time capsule. But
Yeah.
according to other people, it was fake.
Well, I've heard some people say it was fake.
Yeah.
I've heard some people say it was real.
Now, when I watched them getting out of it, it did look as if it was like a blow-up space capsule.
Blow up. Oh,
You know,
like a bouncy
balloon.
castle. It was a
Yeah,
bouncy castle.
It was a bouncy
Yeah,
castle.
okay.
So I think that was really how they got around.
Well, it has to be padded because in space you're going to bounce around a little bit.
Yeah. You have to be safe.
Right. You do have to be safe.
In
So
space.
they were in a time capsule.
Yeah.
So does that mean they could travel through time?
Well, they may have thought they traveled through time, but they didn't actually make it to time travel area.
No, right. You have to you gotta go higher
You
up
gotta go higher
and a
up.
little bit faster to hit the time travel zone.
Yes, everyone knows
They
that.
traveled exactly 11 minutes into the future.
And they came back and they had no idea what happened.
So your schedule's blocked off for this week
Yeah, and next.
and next week.
Yeah.
Okay. So when are we going to be able to schedule you again?
You know, every day is a new adventure, and we have
Sure.
to
I agree.
evaluate at the end of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I couldn't ask you say today when the next recording session will be a month from now.
What we would be doing is pulling out our calendars.
Okay.
And we would be looking at our work schedules.
Work
to
schedules,
Find out
okay.
when we record next.
Which is easy because both of our work schedules are set in stone.
I've been saying this for years.
What's that? What have you been
that
saying?
we should have a set day that we grumble, and that is what we do.
Oh.
And it doesn't change.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a really smart idea.
Yeah, I know.
So why don't we just have a set day and time that we record?
But we can't do that.
Why not?
Because your schedule is not a set schedule.
Oh, what do you mean?
It's all over the place.
Oh, it's just me where my schedule changes?
Well, my schedule changes.
It's been pretty regular, but every once in a while you'll pick up.
Yeah.
Or if you see a little gap in your schedule,
Yeah.
you fill it with a brunch with the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always gone. You're like, oh, I'm having a
Social
drink with the
hour.
girls before Sarah goes to her meeting.
Yeah.
We're going to meet here. And
Yeah.
then after that, we're all going to go out to see this new hotel place. Like,
Yes.
the gaps in your schedule are full of little appointments.
Yeah. Little appointments are important because in New York, I don't know about you, but we could hibernate in this apartment when we don't have to go outside very easily. But what I found out is I need socialization.
Yeah.
When I'm just
So I set you loose into the world
Yeah.
and you do all the socialization.
and I'm happy.
And me, I've got my Final Fantasy.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's your
So
socialization.
I can just stay here in
Yeah.
the apartment and I'm already living my Final
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Well, you know what it is.
What is it?
You know, in the job that I have had for quite some time, it's a lot of giving to the public.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a lot of like, I'm giving to you to serve you and whatever. And then the days that I am available to give to my friends, the people that I actually care about, then I take it.
Yeah, take it. Take it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because if I'm not giving to my real friends, I'm giving to you. I'm giving to the podcast. When
You're
I
always
write,
giving.
I'm giving.
You're always giving.
Yeah.
Always giving. You're a
Yeah.
very giving person.
Yeah.
So when you and Gers get
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
right? How do you figure out when that's going to work?
Oh, well, for a while, Monday was a good day for everybody so that we would get together on Mondays.
Oh, okay. You had that little set block there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. But even today, I got a text that said, hey, can we have lunch on Monday or Tuesday this week?
So sometimes just out of the blue, you text each other to figure out when is a good time.
Yes.
But wouldn't it be easier if you all had big green bubbles of every block of time you were free for the next month?
My schedule, I'm a very popular person.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a popular person.
Okay, nobody's just asking me to do things.
No one's
That's
asking
the-
you to do
okay.
anything.
Yeah.
That's why you're like, oh, why can't we do all these things? No one's asking me to do things. No, they're not. They're asking me to do things.
Right.
And I like to say yes to everything.
You just say yes to everything.
I like to acknowledge the possibility of positivity.
the possibility of positivity. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
All right.
And what I think is you have a resistance to it.
I have a
Yes.
resistance.
Just like I've noticed, kitchen gadgets.
Oh,
You hate
I
kitchen
hate
gadgets.
kitchen
Well,
gadgets.
I know why kitchen gadgets are invented.
Why is that?
It's because people have arthritis. And therefore, the kitchen gadget is very important for
Are you
people with
debunking
arthritis.
all of Grumble
Yes.
right now?
Yes. Yes. So here's the thing. There are solutions for scheduling But you hate those things. Do you know how long it took us to get on the same schedule, like to share our schedule with each other?
Well, yeah.
Years. It took years. Years. Like 4 or 5 years.
Well, you don't need to know every little thing I'm up to all the time.
That's what I feel like. I feel like that too. But I was like, we need to lock some of this stuff in. I can't do that if he is just all over the place.
I wanted to talk about, all right, so we're busy people.
Yeah.
We're busy.
We're so busy.
Our schedules are always full.
Well-
so when somebody's trying to get you to say, like, are you free these times? And
Yeah.
they have you fill in one of these apps where all your free time has to be clicked in.
Yeah.
Right? Is that stressful to you?
It's a little stressful because I recently had to do it for a job.
Yeah.
And that it wasn't just like you're putting in your schedule for rehearsals and people are trying to schedule rehearsals with multiple people so we can do our scenes, right? Like that part is not as stressful as putting it in for this job because I'm putting in my availability
Right.
for potential work.
Yeah.
And so that is stressful to me because we do not have any control in this artistic life that we have of our schedules. And all these things are so disruptive. Every project is disruptive. And
That's
we
what
just
I'm
have to
saying.
be prepared to be disrupted.
It's right. I'm saying my schedule's constantly being disrupted by a ton of different things.
You
so when somebody
constantly
says
have
like,
a
"Oh,
disruptive
fill in all
schedule.
your availability," I'm like, "How do I do that?"
Right.
Like a stage manager will ask for my availability, you know,
Right.
going into a rehearsal process, and I'll be like, "I can't tell you when I'm working."
I know, and they don't comprehend that.
So like scheduling can be frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
It's very frustrating.
Well, I don't want to think about it in the frustrating sense because it's a necessity. So I don't want to get frustrated.
Well, you have to schedule things, obviously.
Yeah.
But now here's my problem.
Okay.
Is when recreationally people ask for my schedule.
Yeah.
Like, when can we hang out?
I don't find those bubbles of scheduling apps stressful. I find them peaceful.
Oh.
I don't find that stressful. I find that very peaceful and exciting and butterflies
Oh
and
my gosh,
rainbows.
see, that doesn't make sense to me. Because
Yeah,
I
don't
feel
know
like
why
I'm
you get so
signing
stressed
away
out.
inadvertently all my free time.
I think it's just a deep seed, actually, of your independence.
Oh, my independence.
Yeah, I think we need to go into a little therapy session here and
Okay.
talk about that.
Okay, let's
because-
talk about my strength.
You don't
and
wanna be locked
independence.
down.
I'm a lone wolf.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want to be locked down.
I'm the grumble goat.
If you feel suffocated, you're off. You're out of there.
Oh yeah, I take off. I take off.
If I were the type of person that suffocated you, we wouldn't be together.
I feel constantly suffocated by you.
But in a good way.
What?
With love.
My schedule's so up in the air. I can't
know.
schedule these things.
No, you have resistance. You want to stay free and excited and spontaneous. You want to say, today I don't have anything to do. Let me do something today. And then that's where you like to live.
Yeah.
And so you don't like to schedule, but I love to schedule because
Yeah.
it's the only way that we can be spontaneous in a day because we've scheduled it.
The only
We've
way to be
scheduled
spontaneous
spontaneity.
is to lock it down in the
Yes.
schedule.
And then we're free. And then we're free.
I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Because like I'll have a day off and be like, great, this is my day to relax.
Yeah.
And then I sit at my computer, work on Grumble Goat.
Yeah, there's
or-
no relaxing there. You trick yourself. You're tricking yourself into doing work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
You need to trick yourself into having fun.
Great.
I don't know why you haven't done it yet.
That's because juggling so many balls. You're the one that puts like 7 a.m. gym,
I try.
8 a.m.
I try.
writing, 9 a.m. and then we sleep till.
Well, you can always move it around. That's the thing about scheduling. You just move it. You just
That's
keep
not the
moving
thing
it.
about scheduling.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of
No,
the thing
you
about
just move
scheduling.
it around, and then you don't have to feel anxious at all.
That's the opposite of
Yeah.
scheduling. We're like-
Well, now everything's up in there because I'm doing a lot of
Apparently, everything's always up in the
It's
air.
always
Well,
up
we'll
in
just
the air.
move this to later. We'll move this around. You're free as a bird.
I'm free as a bird.
Free as a
Can't
bird.
lock me down.
When you schedule everything, suddenly you're free as a bird.
That's right.
Just move it
Oh,
around.
I'll just move it around.
I'll just
Oh,
move
okay.
it around. But to you, see, for you, the schedule is like the aspiration.
Infinite possibilities.
And I mean, according to the schedule, you've had
Right.
20 hours of writing sessions this week. So I'm just looking at schedules all wrong.
Yeah.
For you, schedules are like take it or leave it.
Well, I show up for other people. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I show up for myself if I surprise myself and trick myself.
Right, you have to trick yourself into it.
Yeah. So, what are things that you like to schedule?
I like having a plan. I like knowing where I have to be at a certain time.
Okay, what's the plan then?
What's
the
That's what I'm
plan?
saying. I like knowing
make a
where I have to
plan.
be at a certain time.
Okay, let's think of a new app, and it's called Let's Make a Plan.
Let's
make a plan.
let's have a new app. It's called Let's Make a Plan.
Let's Make a Plan.
And instead of you putting in green bubbles everywhere, instead of you clicking every hour you're free, you just say, boom, this is it. Make it or leave it.
Or it's, what's the plan for Monday? What's the plan for next Saturday?
You're just talking about a schedule.
I'm tricking you.
No, you're not tricking me at all. You're just making another schedule.
No, it's a
What I
plan.
prefer, Saturday, we're doing this.
Okay, but you see how you're talking yourself into a circle because you can't do that unless you look at your schedule. Right? Like you can't do that.
The problem- I think the problem is,
Let's Make a Plan is so perfect for you is because it's just for the week.
The problem is, I have the opposite of a schedule.
Okay.
I have to be free all the time
Yes.
in order to fill up that time.
Yes.
So I start with a blank slate.
Right.
So when people ask me, when are you free? That's not a fair question for me.
Okay.
I'm wide open
Yeah.
a month from now.
Yes.
But I will be busy as heck a month from now.
Okay,
When free is the
Okay.
opposite of scheduling
I
something.
think I have to check you into the asylum because you're literally talking nonsense right now.
when
No.
are you free apps are the opposite of scheduling something.
No, they are scheduling things.
It doesn't make any sense.
They're making a
it's
plan.
the opposite of scheduling something.
No, it makes no
It's
sense.
comparing everybody's wibble wobble
You know what?
time.
Okay, so what's happening is that you're feeling anxious in the space that you've allotted for fun time. That maybe it was too much fun time that you've allotted and told people that you had too much fun time available.
Too much. I put
You
too
had
much fun time on the
in there.
schedule, and I need to
And
take
now
it back
I need to
now.
take it back now. So now what do I do?
Yeah!
This has been an episode of Grumble Goat.
Thanks for listening.
I'm Matt Labatka.
I'm Veronique Hurley. Please subscribe.
I hate when people say please subscribe.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Well, you can always move it around. That's the thing about scheduling. You just move it.
We did it. We've conquered another one of life's little annoyances. But the truth is, what I really hate is commercials. And I'll wager you do too. And that's why Grumble Goat is proudly commercial-free. But to keep it that way, it takes the support of fellow grumblers like you. If you hate commercials, head on over to our Patreon page and see if becoming a Grumble Kid is right for you. And as always, don't forget to Grumble Goat responsibly and share with a friend.
Grumble, 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 grumble. Pa, 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 pa.